Mike pulling a lape trap. We've got a beautiful morning sun in the background there. Look at the way that trap's pulling down the side of his boat.
Yeah. Man, check this out. It's gonna be a good crawfish boil today, guys.
Man, that is awesome.
Woo! Yeah.
Welcome to Crawfishing this year. Jerry, how you doing?
Mike, I'm doing great.
Man, there is all kinds of very exciting crawfishing news coming, and we've got a little bit of entertainment for you today. What's going on in crawfishing news this year, Jerry?
Well, I tell you, one of the questions is crawfishing going to be devastated this year?
Oh yeah, I mean it's all over the news. There is also a brand new high capacity trap on the market, and we're going to share that to you. It's been kind of top secret. We're going to share that.
We also attended a crawfish boil in Wyoming, so wait for that.
Yeah, great flavors there. This is kind of shocking. There is a company out of Texas that makes crawfish ice cream. We had some flown in, and we're gonna try it right here in front of you guys. We've never tried it. We're a little scared.
Yeah. It's gonna be great. Now, if you would want to meet Mike, myself, Jake, or the rest of the team, the Crayster team, we're gonna let you know where you can meet us this year.
Heck yeah, there's a bunch of free boils, and we're gonna tell you where they're at. Jerry, let's get on with it, man.
Let's do it. I want to talk to you today about some news brought to you from the Texas Tribune. Crawfish prices soaring after last year's drought wiped out most of the harvest.
Yeah, you know what? It sounds like it's been fairly devastating as far as what do they have to say about what's really going on?
Yeah, let me just read right here. Last year, crawfish farmers harvested around 100 30-pound sacks of crawfish per 1,000 acres in early February. Now, farmers are only getting about 8 to 10 sacks in that same acreage.
That's about 2/3 less crawfish, and that's hard.
Yeah,
that's tough. Yeah.
Yeah. So our hearts go out to our friends that are in the crawfishing industry that are dealing with this drought right now.
Yeah. What else does the article say, Jerry?
Yeah. Let me just go over this right here. The market generally sets the crawfish price per pound, which is why the price jumps around so much. Last year, the price per pound was closer to $4 to $5. Since then, it's doubled.
Well, it really comes down to economics. It's like supply and demand. There's less crawfish, they're going to charge more for them. Some people aren't going to buy them.
Yeah.
Some people, there's some people out there like, I don't care if it's $20 a pound, I'm getting my crawfish.
Well, absolutely.
But some people, A, they won't be able to afford them, or just won't afford them if they double or triple in price. Yeah. What else does it say?
Okay. So here in the article it says some of the farmers still remember 1999 and the year 2000, which were significant drought years to Louisiana and Texas.
So this isn't something new. This is something that happens every once in a while. See, right. For me and you, it kind of seemed kind of new because we've never really been affiliated with or really talked about the commercial end.
Right, yeah.
But very interesting. Jerry, how, now a lot of people are really going to wonder, I mean, they're like, oh, geez, you guys have a crawfishing show. How is this going to affect our crawfishing season?
I don't think it's going to affect us that much. Now, the drought is going to affect some parts of the country, but wild crawfishing is all over the nation.
Yeah.
And so we have an advantage that way to where we're still able to catch a lot of crawfish and do our boils.
It's really interesting. In down south they call us in the north. In the north and in a lot of the colder zones, our crawfishing starts quite a bit later. And then we've got cold, deep water. And we haven't been affected by drought in a lot of our areas. There's literally going to be an abundance of crawfish like there is every year. We're going to be able to catch as many as we want. And then what kind of things do we aid people in achieving that?
Oh, so we do have a lot of new members that join our Facebook group and follow us here on YouTube and our other connections. And it kind of takes me back to when I first started. I remember getting advice, some advice I listened to, some I didn't, and one thing I wish I would have done is just listen to the sound advice from really good crawfishermen that know what they're doing.
It's really funny, you know, we go out and we do shows and things. What was the last show we were at?
We were at the International Sportsman's Expo in Sandy, Utah. Sharing
all of our crawfishing information. Now we have like generations of crawfishing, trying to trap them the best way, finding the best bait. A gentleman walked up to us and he goes, you guys don't know anything about what you're talking about. He goes, I see your bait chart. Bacon's the best bait, hands down. You're wrong. And he walks away. And what did you say to me, Jerry?
Well, I said, my favorite bacon is when I fry it in a pan and eat it myself.
Yeah. Bacon, talk about expensive. Bacon's expensive. Yeah. I mean, I want a crawfish, bacon, hamburger, crawfish burger. That's how I'm eating my bacon. I'm not gonna use my bacon as bait. But you know, I think that I was listening to this guy on podcast the other day, and he said, you know what? If you want to really learn to do something well, find somebody with a good plan that's good at it. Now you can go to the 9 hacks on YouTube, and it shows you exactly how to be an expert crawfisherman for wild crawfish, for people just like us. That's how we started. You know, Jake was a little man, and now he's a big man, and it's been a really fun way of doing it. And as expensive as crawfish are, Jerry, I'm really glad we can catch as much as we want with our plan.
Yeah. So here's a little bit of advice for you. You're on our channel watching our show. When you're finished with this, go to our playlists and check out the 9 hacks. It'll really help.
Heck yeah, that's a good plan. All right, on to our next subject. Jerry and I and Jake just came back from a Cajun food truck and kitchen experience, and it was so good. And you won't believe where it was at.
Where?
Cajun food in Wyoming. Tell us where we went and what we did.
So our buddy Preston Yoke, he owns a Cajun food truck in Alpine. This event was actually in Star Valley. And so it was a nice little weekend trip to go over and celebrate with him. It was actually his birthday.
Yeah, he owns the Mile High Cajun food truck and kitchen. And so like, I was kind of thinking this would be fun to put into this because people travel through our area, they go to Yellowstone, they can actually jump on Facebook or jump on his social media and see when he's serving and where he's going and what he's doing. Man, tell me about the experience. What did you think?
Well, there were a lot of people. I think he said 200 to 300 people roughly had shown up. Yeah. And for the people in Wyoming, they're really not used to a traditional crawfish boil. So it was a way for him to celebrate his birthday. I know he loves serving crawfish, and his menu is all around that. I know he personally made some sausage.
Yeah, he made andouille sausage, and I've eaten andouille sausage because it was really good, and his seafood was on track. I mean, it was good. And then there was something a little different that he did. That butter. Yeah. He did this infused butter, garlic, and then his own spices, and it was a little different than we usually get. I loved it. I mean, I was telling Jerry, I was like, I could drink this through a straw. The seafood was so good in it. What else? What are your other thoughts?
You know, the taste and the flavors were a little bit different than I was used to, and I don't think that's a bad thing, you know?
No, you know what's really interesting is a lot of crawfishermen are really opinionated. Yeah. We've got an opinionated crowd, and often they say, hey, don't do this, don't dust crawfish, don't do it, you know, and they say, I want my crawfish like my pa used to do it. But if you're doing it maybe once or twice a year, maybe that's okay. But I mean, what are we doing?
Well, we do our crawfish boils different ways. And we do different recipes, and I like to add them in and try different flavors. Yeah. But yeah, we just really enjoy our kind of seasoning and then trying other people's.
Yeah, you know what's funny is if I made crawfish the same every single time. I go to so many crawfish boils and I eat so much crawfish, it'd actually get pretty boring. And oh, Jerry, I gotta tell you something. I'm pretty excited about this.
Okay.
I have made a crawfish recipe. I'm not gonna give it away right here, but it's actually, if a billionaire ate crawfish, this is how he'd eat it. I mean, we're gonna have to learn, like, what kind of new words might we have to learn?
Let's see. Yes.
Yes. I got the name of this. People like, oh man, this is for billionaires. It is so simple, so good, so amazing. Your friends are gonna love it. It looks fancy, but it's really easy to make. Well, I guess we're gonna go on to the next topic.
Yes.
Isn't there, Jake? There's a nice one. Look at that. Heck yeah, man. Oh, he's like, I'm a lobster.
Crawfish are all over the country, and with the price of seafood, I thought I'm gonna go out and catch my own crawfish. So I went to some stores and went online, and I got these crawfish traps. Stupid traps. My crawfish are not gonna fit inside these traps. You look at inside, there's no bait trap for me to put my bait into, and ropes. There's no ropes. I had to go try to figure out my own rope system. Oh, this is so frustrating. They're black, they're gonna scare my crawfish away. Oh, would somebody out there make a good quality crawfish trap?
On a previous episode that you remember, Jerry, I went out with a gentleman named John Studi, who is a commercial crawfisherman, and he's really getting his game down. He discovered that using the Crayster traps, that he caught so much more. I mean, there's no mystery here. We own a crawfishing company. We make gear to catch the, we've gone, our life pursuit is to make the best trap possible, so you don't have to waste your time and your gas and all that stuff. Well, John took me out on the lake, and we shot a YouTube episode that you can go watch, commercial crawfishing Lake Tahoe. And I had so much fun hanging out with John. We meet people and they become friends instantly. We spent a day out on the lake. Then we went to 2 restaurants and ate, but it got my mind going, It's like, man, John could use even a higher capacity trap. And so then the inspiration and Jerry and I shooting it back and forth, what did we come up with?
Well, let me just show you. Okay, I'm gonna move my drink over. Check out this high capacity trap here. Now the reason we've deemed this one the Bigfoot Trap, because it is 2 feet long from end to end and 1 foot long across in the end, the opening entrance. So one disclaimer, now if you need to check your regulations and rules in your state to make sure that a trap like this is legal for you to use. So please make sure you check that if you're interested in getting this trap.
In our state, this is the biggest legally allowed. And John, I told him, he came and picked up 50 more of these. I mean, he is gearing up to really hit them hard this year. The most interesting thing about this trap is it's the highest capacity. It's just like the Snake River Cylinder, which is one of our very best-selling traps for current and eddies and things like that. But yeah, this one's just flat out just a game winner. Now, tell them how they may be able to order one of these, because these are gonna be in limited supply. It was top secret until we went and did all of our sports shows this year, and we took them because we knew we couldn't service the whole internet with them. They're gonna be extremely popular. Tell them how they can get one if they wish.
Right. So the only way to access this trap right now is to go to our website, www.crayster.com. It's going to be right there, so you can see it real easily. And then just message us, because it is not even on our
It's gonna be pre-ordered. If you want 2 or 3 or 5 of these traps, you can go on, you can click, you can buy them, and they're gonna be pre-ordered. And you can probably expect about a 3-week delivery.
Around 3 weeks. Yep.
Yeah. So don't be in a hurry. If you want to be in a hurry, get the Snake River Cylinders and get after it. But I think we're gonna roll on to the next topic, Jerry. All right, Jerry, this is no joke. This is for real. There is a crawfish ice cream made out there, and it's made out of Houston, Texas, and it's from a company called Red Circle Ice Cream Company. Our buddy Ben, Ben Nye, out of Boise, he made this happen. We had this flown in so we could try it, and I'm nervous and scared, but interested at the same time. What do you think?
I've loved ice cream my entire life, so I've always tried different flavors. I've never heard of this before, but apparently, according to this, it really does exist.
Thanks for introducing us, Ben. I hope.
We'll tell you what we think.
What is it supposed to be like?
So here's what it says it's supposed to taste like. It says, the ice cream really does contain garlic, butter, and Cajun seasoning, all mixed in with sweet ice cream. There we go. So Red Circle Ice Cream Company in Houston, Texas.
So it has the essence of the crawfish in it, and it has the crawfish boil flavors in it. Now they they do not come adorned with the crawfish. We looked on their website, and I tried to like kind of mimic. It looked like they put some brown sugar on their crawfish, so we did some Crayster crawfish on top of it. Now, should we try it?
Let's dig in.
Let's try it. We're gonna try it, and then we're gonna talk. All right. Big old scoop.
All right.
Very interesting. Very interesting. I'm not used to having a savory ice cream. It's very creamy.
You know what? It kind of reminds me of when we were out on the lake and you did the crepes or the pancakes with the crawfish in it.
Yeah.
The flavor.
Yeah.
It's just really creamy. If you've never had a savory flavor of crawfish before, well, this is a way to do it. This is actually really good. I like it.
It's very creamy. It almost reminds me of like something almost cinnamony, but not. I taste the crawfish boil in it. Very interesting. Yeah. Now, if you too want to try, we don't have any affiliation, but if you want to get some flown in, Red Circle Ice Cream Company out of Houston, Texas, give it a shot. Very interesting. I'm gonna finish the bowl.
Yeah, me too.
So, all right, on to our next subject. So if I was in line, this is what I'd see. You got the crawfish going over here. Oh, the Iceman's eating them. And then come over here and got some crab. How are you ladies doing?
Oh, good.
These are the results of a Crayster outing.
Man, look at all that crawfish. How much weight do you think is sitting there?
75 pounds.
All right, you guys, and something really cool is there are Crayster crawfishing boils taking place in many different states. The greatest part about it, they're free. You can just show up and eat crawfish. Sometimes there's like an entry fee to a park or something, so be prepared for that. But the Crayster team, we actually supply the crawfish and all the thing, and we have a blast. And you can see a lot of these boils. You'll see me, my son Jake, Jerry at. Chad Wheeler a lot of times comes along, Ben Nye, a lot of the Crayster team loves to come to these. Where are our first free boils, where are we going to be?
So we're central here in Idaho. So Idaho Falls Boil is going to be August 10th. And then there's another one in Boise a few weeks later, August 24th.
And then the third annual Crayster Days Arizona Boil from the Mud Bugs crew down in Arizona, they're actually having a crawfishing tournament from the 27th to the 30th. But if you just want to come to the Boil, Jake and I are going to be at the Boil. We're going to travel down, and we're really excited. It's the first time we're going to do this one, and the Boil is actually going to be on the 30th.
Now we have the 4th annual Crawfish Boil in the Northwest in Kelso, Washington, and that's for the combined states of Oregon and Washington. Folks are able to go to that. That's going to be on July 27th.
Jerry, today's been a lot of fun. I love bringing the content. You love bringing the content. People love getting the content. We want everybody to be successful with wild crawfishing. You know what, you guys? We're going to catch you later.